Tonight or this morning, whichever one you're looking at it, two guys bring you a show, a podcast, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe you're watching it while you take your morning dump. We don't know. We hope you do. But he is not to be compared with Eddie Munson, who run away after he played Master of Puppets in a guitar solo. The one, the only, Hawk.
Do. Hey man, do you guys see all these devil bats around my apartment? Kind of fucked up. Oh hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of Sports Madness TV. I am Hawk, and as always, joined by my man Gator.
What's happening, everybody?
How are you today, Gator?
I don't know, my head hurts.
Yeah, that pre-conversation probably got to you a little hard, didn't it?
No, this is all that's left of my chair.
As you guys did not know, as we were doing the pre-conversation for this episode, Gator's chair broke out from underneath him. And
my head took the brunt of the... I probably am concussed.
He probably has a concussion. So now we're doing a lengthy episode to make sure he's awake enough to make sure he doesn't have a concussion.
Yeah. Billy Bob, how many fingers is he holding up? Huh? You got to ask yes or no questions. Billy Bob, the man's holding up fingers. Yes, he's okay.
I mean, you're like, dude, again, I wish we really got that on camera because that would be a definite like folly short. But anyway, I believe that you have our beginning topics for today, my friend, and I would like to know, what are they?
Well, first of all, I got to give props to the Ole Miss Rebels, the Land Sharks. Everybody doubted the Gator. I'm going to tell you now, don't doubt Gator when he tells you something, ladies and gentlemen. I am a surefire win on the betting pool.
And I'm just saying that he's only just remembering this because he hit his head.
Don't forget to tip your local bookies.
Exactly.
They might cut your fingers off and mail them back to you.
Oh, they mail it to you, mama.
Anyway, so far in this college football playoff, we have seen that the bye games have become 1-7. Indiana is the lone winner of the bye game. Let's look at it. Oregon come out literally guns a-blazing against Texas Tech. They had no answer for that offense that Oregon ran constantly. Miami just literally beat Ohio State up the field, down the other. Ohio State could not get the ball off, could not run, could not do anything. They are 0-3 when it comes to New Year's Eve matchups since 2019. And what makes this even more funny is I was reading.
We say fuck Ohio State, but go ahead.
Well, I find it funny because after the game, they talked to all the players, they interview them. So some of the Ohio State players said, if we played Miami 10 times this game 10 times in a row, we would win 9 out of 10 times.
Then why couldn't you win the last one?
My question now becomes.
It was a 10-point game.
Where did you win 10 games playing against Miami? Their defense smothered you.
Yeah,
their offense.
That doesn't make sense. And you know what?
for a quarterback who has been so inconsistent all season long, Carson Beck seemed to have found his rhythm in this one game.
You know what? And yeah, he definitely needed to find his rhythm now when it proved the pivotal point. Of like, okay, is Carson Beck that good? Well, maybe yes.
I
I mean,
think it was Ohio
he's
State.
doing better than Bryce Underwood, Arch Manning, whoever Ohio State's crappy quarterback is. He's proven to be better
Justin
than all of them.
saying.
Yeah,
But I mean, let's look at it
yeah,
though.
I'm just saying, Justin saying, yeah, whatever.
Arch came alive at the end of the season.
He did.
Had he played like that through the whole season, we would be talking about Texas in this conversation probably.
No, yeah, but instead you're playing the Cheez-It Bowl against Michigan, who also should have had a better season, but that scandal.
Well, I mean, let's look at it. Ohio State come in and Brutus just had his way on the field in the big house.
Well, I'm not even really talking about that. I'm just talking about the Michigan having distraction on the coaching aspect.
Well, along with that, there is the biggest question going into the college football playoffs besides, do we need to have a bye or should everybody play? I said this last season.
You should ask Sherman Moore if he's by.
Well, here's the thing. I said this last year, and I'm going to say it again. 25 days is a long time to not play a game. And you think about it. Out of the top 4 teams, everybody played on championship Saturday, with the exception of Alabama, who was in on the 9 seed. So Texas Tech played, Ohio State, Indiana, and Georgia all played, and 3 out of the 4 were conference champions. So think about the swing from last year. Ohio State had to play the play-in game, and they ran the gauntlet. Yeah. Now you're looking at a team like Ole Miss, Oregon, Miami. All 3 of those had to play play-in games. Right. So they got the experience.
And they got the playing time. They know they kind of are more prepared to what they're up against.
Well, the only team
– the field, they didn't get to take a break and just be like, okay, practice drills.
Well, the only team that does not know what they're up against is Miami. Oregon and Indiana's a rematch. Now, I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm picking Oregon to win this game because back in October, Indiana went into Autzen and won by a touchdown. If we look at the trend of rematches, Alabama beat Georgia in Athens. Georgia beat Ole Miss in Athens. Georgia beat Alabama in the SEC championship game. Oklahoma beat Alabama in Norman. Alabama went back to Norman and beat Oklahoma to play Indiana. Well, I guess they were like Clemson. They just forgot they had a football game that day in the 38-3 thrashing.
I agree with
that.
But
then
was nothing to really watch.
Ole Miss had to play Georgia. Now, this is not basketball where you can beat a team 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row. This is football. You pretty much know what you're going to get and how you're going to get it. And Ole Miss just hung around in that game. Their quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss, he played like he was an NFL quarterback. I mean, he literally put on a clinic from the time it started. In the start of the third quarter, he was 13 of 13. He couldn't miss. And Georgia had no answer for it. They kept running the ball with K'Ron Lacey. Like I said, when it comes to a rematch, the team that lost the first match always wins the second. That's why I got Oregon versus Ole Miss in the national championship game. Somebody's going to win their first national title that hadn't ever won one.
You know what? I completely agree, but I think it's going to be Oregon and Miami.
I think Ole Miss has the answer. Here's why I'm riding the Ole Miss bus. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Yes, I like Oregon. If I lived out west, I would be a Ducks fan.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Ducks.
Ole Miss has been wrote off. They don't have a coach. The college football committee said they're not going to win anything after. I mean, it's like they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. They have nothing to lose, so to speak. So they are a dangerous team because you really have nothing to lose. You're not gonna. So if you get beat this week, you're not really losing anything. Your coach is already gone. They already wrote you off and said you wouldn't get this far as you have. I mean, where do you go from here? The teams that have something to lose, Indiana's got something to lose because they've never been there, but they've got one of the best well-rounded teams out there. I think that either way it goes, if Oregon faces Miami, it's going to be a good game. If Ole Miss faces Indiana or vice versa, you're going to get a good game anyway. With these four teams, the college football committee got it right.
I do have to say that, yeah. I mean, nobody's in the college football playoffs that we thought were going to be at the beginning of the year, except for one team. And I told you guys at the beginning of the year, the Bull was right here. Told you guys to watch out for Miami because they might do something, and look at what they're doing. That was the only inkling that we had. I did not imagine that they would get this far.
Well, let's look at it this way, though. Miami really hasn't played anybody.
Yeah, but like that Miami defense has proven to be something to screw with.
Well, I mean,
Now,
of course, your
Ole
defense.
Miss overpower that defense because, I mean, you look at last week, Ohio State versus Miami. Miami defense was able to.
Yeah, but the only team that really Ohio State
I do
played.
have to say that Ohio State is coming off a bye, so that does make a difference, like you said.
I don't think it makes a difference. I think even though you had 25 days to prepare, you had enough time to watch footage of who you're going to play.
Right.
And
like, being on the field combined to being in an office. I mean, think about it, dude. Like, how many plays and drills are you running compared to how much footage are you running?
Well, here's the
Ohio
thing.
State
If
is supposed
I
to be
was
the biggest, baddest school in the Big Ten, but yet they can't prepare for that.
Yeah, but see, here's my thing. If I was Ryan Day, I would be having my practice squad playing like Miami plays to give you the feel of it. So what did they do when they were practicing? I mean, the only team that Ohio State really played that was worth anything was Indiana.
Oh, really? Screw you then.
Y'all hung tough for about 3 quarters. After the third quarter, it was over for y'all. Y'all ran out of gas. I'm saying though, if Michigan would have been where Michigan was the past couple of seasons, it'd have been a different game.
If this was the same Michigan team as it was last year, we would have hung out there.
But but Ohio State didn't play anybody.
Right.
They didn't play Oregon. They didn't play Indiana. They didn't play with, I mean, they played all the schools they played, they were beating them by double digits.
Right.
I mean, Texas didn't even put up that much of a fight in the first game of the season against them.
Yeah, which is kind of messed up. But, I believe that if Arch Manning right now were to take on this Ohio team right now, it'd be a completely different fucking story.
Well, let's look at Miami for just a minute. You didn't play anybody. Florida was down because I really thought Florida could beat Miami. They were supposed to be the dark horse this year. Florida State started out 3-0, and then they just started sucking. After they beat Alabama, that was like, oh, that's our national championship right there. We rolled the tide in Doak. And then you started falling off. You lost to SMU. You lost to Louisville. I mean, teams that you should easily beat in the ACC, you can't get over the hurdle. And now here you are. I mean, Oregon and Indiana had a tough road in the Big Ten.
Right.
And they're meeting again. Ole Miss in the SEC, even though they haven't showed up in the bowl games. They are like 1-7
Yeah,
in bowl games,
bowl
with
game.
Ole Miss winning 2
Yeah,
games. I mean, I remember the days where the SEC football conference was what the ACC is in basketball. Anybody can lose to anybody. Ole Miss could be at the bottom of the barrel, but they're going to find a way to beat somebody.
right.
Arkansas's at the bottom of the barrel. Vanderbilt was
Well,
at the bottom of the barrel.
like Big Ten has got some teams like that too. But yeah, like I especially see more of college basketball than I do football.
Yeah, but I mean, you though from
Oh, yeah.
2006 all the way up until 20, it was all about.
2021, I want to say.
It was all. I mean, you had Florida State winning in
Yeah.
that 13. Then you had Ole Miss in 15. I mean, Ohio State in 15.
Which
You had
something's
Ohio
messed up
State.
when Florida State wins anything.
Yeah, but you had Ohio State win it twice. You had Michigan win it. Then you had 2 years of Clemson winning it. I mean, let's be for real. The SEC has been the conference.
Georgia and Bulldogs won it once.
I mean, the SEC has been the conference that you had to knock off to win it all.
Not
And
this year.
we still got a SEC. We still got an SEC team in it, though. So, I mean, you got to go through the SEC to get there.
How many Big Ten teams are in it?
One of those teams has to beat this SEC team if they win to win the championship. So, think about it.
True that.
I mean, it's not like, I mean, I'd say, okay, if it was 3 Big Ten teams, I'd say, yeah, the Big Tens took over college football. But, I mean, here you go. Georgia's been on the bye for the past 2 years, and they can't win. So now I heard an interview that Dan Lanning gave, and it makes sense. Instead of starting college football Labor Day weekend, start the weekend before. Move the season up a week.
Yeah.
Come into December, and you're playing games straight through December. Then when New Year's hits, the following week on the 7th, like tonight, would have been the national championship game.
Right.
And then you got it. Everybody's playing. There is no reason to say, well, we had a bye. Our guys didn't prepare. No, you playing. You're out here banging it week after week after week after week. If you didn't play it,
I don't know how it is around you, but I do know that in my neck of the woods in North Carolina, when I lived there, the school year started a week before Labor Day. Unlike here it is in Michigan, where
they always play
after that. So
they always play a game here before school starts.
The high school SEC format instead of the Big Ten format. And you don't even have to count those games, even really. You know what I mean?
But they're not going to do that.
Show, but like that's what my always opinion on it was. And you're bringing out fucking Reese's.
I gotta ask something. But I mean, the thing is, like I said, I agree with Dan Lanning on what he's saying. I know this gets you excited.
Oh.
But I mean, I think they should.
Excited or the viewers excited, because this should definitely get everybody excited. Oh yeah, nice gooey cookie. Oh.
I say start the season early, like Dan says, and then let's see how it works. Everybody plays, no excuses, even playing field, straight across the board, and best team wins.
Exactly. I mean, that's kind of what I always thought. I mean, like, I always found it kind of bull crap. I mean, why do you have to wait so long? Like, I don't know. I mean, the NFL has a preseason, but the college football doesn't. And I think that like the preseason, like in college football, should not really count. But I think it should account for some. You know
Actually,
what I mean?
college football does have a preseason.
Right, but it's not like televised where we can all watch it nationally.
Some of them are, depending on who's playing.
Oh
But,
yeah,
I mean,
and that's kind of messed up. But if that's
yeah,
what they
but you don't.
if that's what they put the college football rankings off of is the preseason, because I think that's what it does, not the season ago. Then we should be able to. Those games should be televised.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. They're not going to put, and I'm going to go back to
Then why
2007.
NFL season is televised?
I'm going back to 2007 here.
Oh,
I
back
remember
when
the-
we were in high school. Okay, let's go dinosaur.
I remember the game day where you had Michigan and App State on ESPN at 12 o'clock, and the
Yeah.
college game day crew talked so much crap.
Yeah. Okay.
Kirk Herbstreit, nobody wants to watch App State play. Nobody's heard of App State. They don't want to watch them play Michigan. You got Wisconsin playing this top team right here. And then, like, 2:30 something to 3, ESPN's breaking in talking about, oh my God, it's been a nail biter in Ann Arbor. App State's got the chance to win the game and beat Michigan.
You can shut up.
But I'm just saying, they look at that. People don't want to
Like, really
watch.
high school all over again. Okay, thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, people don't want to watch Alabama play Scotland High School in football at the start of the season. They'd rather watch Texas, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, LSU, Clemson,
Yeah.
freaking LSU versus Florida State. They want to watch games like that.
Oh, I know.
I mean, they want to wet their palate with appetizing college football games.
Well, just like nobody really wants to see Philadelphia Eagles versus Cleveland Browns. Nobody really wants to watch that game, but preseason happens. And guess what? They're televised.
Carolina's going over to Ireland to play this year at the start of the college football season.
And yeah.
Nobody wants to watch that game. Sorry, Uncle Bill. Nobody wants to watch that game. Because nobody cares. Now, say you put Alabama in Ireland, people would watch that. Alabama fans would watch it.
I don't know, man. Is Alabama even worth watching anymore? I mean, they haven't.
What I'm saying, look, Alabama fans would watch it. People that hate Alabama would watch it. You send Ohio State over there, people are going to. Ohio State people would watch Ohio State play in Dublin just because of who it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you sent Georgia, LSU, Florida, even though Florida's down, if you sent them over there, they would watch it because of who it is. They're not going to watch Carolina play because unless you're just a Carolina Tar Heel fan or a TCU fan, you know what I mean?
NC State fan, somebody.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're not going to watch that because nobody really cares unless you're a fan of those two schools.
Right.
I mean, football people are going to watch it because they're going to say, yay, football's back.
I don't know. When Green Bay played overseas earlier this year, I didn't watch it. And damn, dude, I work second. I stay up all night. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying,
9 o'clock to watch the game, you know.
but what I'm saying is, people aren't going to get up at work second shift to watch football game at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right, exactly. And
then
I don't understand why the NFL does it, but
because they want to
expand
bring
that international viewership. I get that, but like, Think about the people that have gave you your viewership the whole freaking time before that. So
It's trying to make it a world sport.
well, it's going to be a lot easier to be a world sport if we allow like maybe some Canadian teams or maybe a London team or a Brazilian team or a Mexican team. But guess what? NFL, I don't think will do that
Yeah, but see,
because
here's the
it's
thing, though.
the
You can't.
National Football League. It's not the
Yeah,
freaking
but
World
see,
Football League.
here's
Otherwise, it'd
the
be
thing
called
that
rugby or soccer.
here's the thing that the NFL doesn't realize. You're going over there and you're competing with
Soccer, rugby,
no,
cricket.
no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. Get it correct. It is football over there.
football,
They're playing footy over
cricket.
there. And you're playing in
My
the
two.
time of the year when leagues are starting up soccer. Leagues are you got to do it
Well,
around
I'm not
friendlies.
arguing it. I'm not arguing it doesn't do good on international numbers, but like you look at people like me, where I specifically asked for Sundays off so I can watch football, and I'm not waking up at 9 a.m. when I work until what 10, 11 on Saturday. Because I want to sit home, I want to sit my butt on the couch, I want to watch TV, have a beer, with my gal, and then go to bed at like maybe 1, 2 a.m. I'm not waking up
Yeah,
at
well, think about it this way. Then you got football fans. So let's just say, for instance, I'm a Packers fan. I started pulling for the Bills a little bit.
Packers.
So, let's just say, for instance, you go to church. Well, church starts at 11. You don't get but 10 minutes of watching it before you got to walk out the door. And then if you stay home and say, well, I'm not going this morning because the Lions are playing over there in Germany. I want to watch the Lions play.
Right.
Then you're frowned upon because, oh, you couldn't come to church Sunday because you're watching the Lions football game.
Yeah, and like especially by you in the Bible Belt and shit. I mean,
I'm not going to lie.
I put all my faith in goddamn football, all right?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have cut the football game on my phone in church. That was when they did the first football fun day with Toy Story for the Jaguars playing over there in Germany.
Yeah, I remember that. But damn, bro, I wouldn't even do that. I'm not even religious.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, think about it at the time that they did it.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. I get it. Like, dude, like if I was working a first shift job, I'd be trying to watch the game as I'm working my first shift job, even though that like the real football is going to happen later. The same thing. But anyway, that's a great segue. I think we should get into the preview of our analysis of the Professional Football League, otherwise known as the National Football League. What do you have to say about this before I get a little into it?
Well, I mean, the Packers and the Bears have met 215 times in the regular season.
Right. Okay.
And
I want to bring up something.
And postseason. But this is the first time since 2002 that the Packers and the Bears both are boasting 9-win seasons.
Yep.
Now, granted, Green Bay went into Soldier Field and took the W. The Bears came to Lambeau and took the W. This is a toss-up game here.
It is. Well, another thing that you got to figure out is that the Packers are so injury prone so late in the season this year. I mean, they got Jordan Love out. They got Malik Willis, the backup quarterback, out. They had to bring in a new quarterback that I don't even know who the hell he is to lose a game last week.
Yeah, but they're playing their scrubs, so I mean, you expect.
Yeah, but still, I mean, okay, the Packers are very injury prone. No. I do not want the Bears to succeed at all. But aren't the freaking Packers and the Bears facing off in the first round? I believe so.
And here we go to talk about the greatest team ever, the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, they're in the very first round.
Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Let's say our pledge. Our Father, who art in Ditka, hallowed be thy name. The Bears shall win. The Bears be done. On earth as it is in heaven. The Bears. The Bears. I mean, come on. Lord, I apologize. Listen, I had to, man. That was like one of the greatest Saturday Night Live skits of the 80s with Norm from Cheers and Chris Farley. I mean, look, they even throw jabs at Brett Favre in the commercials for Progressive with Alexa. I mean, you got to love the Bears skit.
Oh, dude, you don't remember that SNL skit where Brett Favre was a part of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that you've got to look. You got to give credit where credit's due. That was one of the best skits ever.
It was definitely funny as shit.
I mean, I don't want to see the Bears win neither, but I think the way we're injury prone and we ain't got Michael Parsons, I don't see us
Parsons
advancing.
Is out too. He's out for the rest of the year with an ACL injury.
Yeah, I don't foresee us beating the Bears.
I don't either, and that's what's like. It's going to be
you can't
game, but
yeah, but you got to look at one
defensive game. But the Bears have a better offense as well.
Yeah, but you got to look at it this way. It's a rivalry game, so you got to throw it all out the window.
Yeah, but still, I don't think that the Packers will be able to produce as well on offense.
As long as the defense keeps them in there, we should be all right.
But we have our starting edge rusher out. We have a cornerback out. We have two linebackers out. We have another lineman out.
Sorry, we gonna throw it out the window, and we just gonna throw faith and caution, like Vince Lombardi said. Faith, family, and the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to tell you the game that I'm looking forward to.
All right. I want to hear about this, because if it's the game that I'm thinking of.
I don't think that the Eagles are going to beat the 49ers the way the 49ers have been playing.
Man. That's the game you're rooting for? All right.
No. Hold on. I'm leading into that. I will say this. The game that I'm looking forward to, and I do not like this team. I have never cared for this team, even though they are the hometown team. But I'm going to say this. I have saved this for the longest time. You know what, Panthers fans? This is for the fans right here. Y'all have earned this friggin' playoff run. You had to have help from the Falcons because you were what we thought you were against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. But y'all have, from beating the Cowboys to beating the Packers to the teams that y'all have beat, y'all have earned this playoff. I hope and I would love to see y'all succeed. I would love to see you knock off Sean McVay and the Rams. So I'm going Panthers in that game, and they're at home.
No, I don't see that. Matthew Stafford's having another MVP season. And so, I mean, Devontae Adams will be back. We'll see.
The only reason you care about Stafford is because he was at Detroit before he got traded to the Rams.
No, the reason why I like Stafford is because he was a record-breaking quarterback before he ever got to the Rams. And he was he was the product of a shitty team, which is Detroit, Lions. Now, remember the first year that he escaped Detroit and made it to the LA Rams. Guess what he did? He won a Super Bowl, which is what Jared Goff couldn't do in the 4 seasons he was there prior. So, you tell me, is the Lions just a shitty organization, or did they waste Calvin Johnson's career? You tell me.
They wasted Calvin Johnson's career.
Because they were a shitty organization. But other than that, let's get back to the playoffs. How about them goddamn Steelers?
It took Mike Tomlin bringing our boy Aaron Rodgers to the roster to get him into the play. And they, believe it or not, I'm going to go out on a limb here. The Steelers are going to be, since I have a friend.
I believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to go freaking like.
Hold on. I'm going on record here and saying this. To my friend, Brenda Barfield, who used to be the mail lady in McCall, I know I give you grief about your Flimpson Tigers, and I give you grief about your Steelers, and you already said something about the Steelers on Snapchat. And I told you you had to get our boy Aaron Rodgers to win that game so y'all could go. But I'm picking you Steelers to beat the Texans, and that's only because of our boy, AR-12, who is now AR-8.
Yep.
And it might not have nothing to do with the priest throwing holy water in the end zone last night. And it might have been a little bit of help from the guy holding up the John 3:16 sign right in front of the Baltimore Ravens kicker.
I'm still playing on ayahuasca.
But I got the Steelers in that game over the Texans because I think Rodgers is going to shine in the postseason like he has in the past.
You look at the Steelers and how many people did Aaron Rodgers beat at 42, 43 years old, something like that? And to bring that up, another good thing that will be to watch is the Jaguars against the Bills, and I know you're our main Bills guy.
Hang on. You cut one of them off here.
I'm sorry. My bad.
I know you're happy. Your boy Harbaugh has got the Chargers in the playoffs against the Pats with Matt Patricia.
Yeah, and I think the Chargers will lose.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Drake May's come along he's come this season. I mean, the Patriots are looking pretty doggone spiffy playing the way they are. But I think that game can go either way. Harbaugh knows his way around the NFL, so we're gonna see. But I got a question. For you.
Sure.
Little bit of Gator trivia, if you will.
Oh no, I love these.
Who is the only player in NFL history to have more rushing yards than Bo Jackson? And it's only by 5 yards.
Got to have happened this year, right?
Nope. All-time NFL players.
Isn't it a quarterback?
It was a quarterback.
Josh Allen.
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'll give you. Yep. I give 2 more guesses.
It was by a quarterback. It's not Michael Vick.
Nope.
Not Donovan McNabb.
Nope.
Patrick Mahomes.
Nope. I'll give you 1 more guess.
Is it recent?
Not recent.
What era? 2000s, 2010s.
We were kids.
So 90s?
90s. I'll give it to you this way. I saw this on a video.
Sanders, not Jim Brown, not.
Hold on.
I don't remember this far back.
Hold on. I will give you I saw this video and it made me want to do this on the podcast. So, viewers, if you know, answer in the comments. We're going to reveal the answer on this episode, but tell us who you
At
think
the
it
end
is.
of the show.
I will tell you this, out of all the former coaches that they interviewed in this video, nobody got it right.
I got one more guess, right?
One more guess.
And what was the question one more time?
This is the only NFL player to have more all-time rushing yards than Bo Jackson, and it's only by 5 yards. And it was a quarterback.
Son of a bitch.
Do you know?
I believe I do.
Who do you think it is?
Harbaugh?
See, if I'd have told you he's coaching in the playoffs, they even asked his brother, and he didn't even remember that.
Yeah. It took me a minute.
You want some extra points? Who did he play for when it happened?
Indianapolis Colts.
Bingo. See, I figured if I'd have said, I figured if I'd have said this coach is also coaching in the NFL playoffs right now, I kind of think it would have gave it away.
Yeah, because I think he's the only player in the current playoffs to be. I think he's the only coach in the playoffs to be a player too.
You know what makes it even more funny? It was so before Michael Vick that quarterbacks were not mobile quarterbacks when he did it.
Well, when Harbaugh had to do it, he had a terrible offensive line, so he had to make something out of nothing every single goddamn play.
Yeah, but I should have stopped you after you said the last guess and then made you be like, because when they asked Jim about it, he was like, because the caption under the video said not even his own brother knew. And he's like, oh my God, it's John. How did I not know that?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bills Jaguars, that is going to be a big game because here it is. Josh Allen has struggled this season.
Yeah, he has. And I want to know what's up with your boy, man. Like I was expecting him to come out and whoop all kinds of ass this year. But he's especially I want to say since game 7, he's been not himself, I guess.
Well, they're expecting a child, so that's a lot on him.
Well, it does not matter, man. Football first.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. The Bills were projected to be the favorite in every game they played, not be the underdog. A lot of the games that they've lost, James Cook hadn't done anything. So here's your chance to win.
Surprising. What the hell is going on with James Cook?
Same thing that happened with Jamar Gibbs. They kind of knew what to expect playing him. Here's your chance to win a Super Bowl. I mean, if you look at the logo and you think about it, the Bills colors is in there, but so are the Panthers and the Patriots. It's like, man, it's time for you to shine. You got the Chiefs out the way. Man. It's time for you to step up. You should have been leading in it, and here we go. We got the freaking Denver Broncos, who's the #1 seed in the AFC.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
What's up with the Seahawks? The 49ers should have beat them so that they could have been the #1 seed.
I know, man. You know what? Where's the ball?
Probably in the shower thinking about Bo Nix.
Yeah, you're probably
Bo. I long for you every day.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's the Denver Broncos fan, and I know we were kind of talking shit about that for a while, and then, look what happens.
They freaking come up and get the number one seed.
I know. We shouldn't have been talking shit, I guess.
Well, you picked the freaking Cowboys to win the doggone AFC East. I mean, the NFC East, and look how that turned out for you.
I don't think any of our picks turned out too well. All right.
Well, I'll go one for you. I got one. In other NFL news, and this is kind of big for all you. How are you Swifties doing right now? We
Let's ask
know
the
that
mod. Mod? She's busy. She don't even want to look at me.
I know my co-host Hawk here is just heartbroken because Taylor Swift has been dethroned as the number one artist on Spotify. I'm gonna say this, and I think it's pretty awesome. Yes, Stranger Things season 5 dropped on Thanksgiving. If you have not watched it, go watch it. But I want to give a big shout out to Joe Carey, also known as Mr. Steve Harrington on Stranger Things. He has dethroned Taylor Swift as the number one artist on Spotify. Now, you might ask, why is this sports madness related events and why am I saying this? Because if you keep up
Because
with
it's not.
anything NFL, you cannot watch a freaking game on Sunday when the Chiefs play and they not go, there's Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce's fiance up there in the booth beside Brittany Mahomes. Look at her, Jim. She looks very happy being here at the game today. That's probably why Travis Kelce couldn't put up over 1 point fantasy, you jackleg.
Yeah.
You want to get a ring, and now you can't even freaking catch a football. And don't get me started on Travis Kelce's not sure on what the future holds for him. He might not retire. He's not certain on 2026. Dude, please do us all a favor. Go on and live on Taylor Swift's dime. You done your thing. Send Patty Mahomes on down the road too.
Well, I think it was kind of funny that Travis Kelce revealed that him and his girl Taylor Swift have a combined worth of $1.7 million, right?
Well, we know the point seven is probably.
They've never had a single argument, right? But neither would I. If I'm making $1.7 million and my girl's making $1.6 million of it.
Well, I'm gonna go one
really
step
think they
further.
argue all that much? No, I think Miss Tay Tay's wearing the pants in that one. She changed his whole image, dude. She changed his whole image. And I want to know how did Travis Kelce go from a badonkadonk to a flat ass? Oh, I think because the NFL script said so.
I think it was more or less along the lines of him trying to give her a friendship bracelet
At a concert that she initially turned him away at the beginning. Remember that, folks? The first time Travis Kelce went to a Taylor Swift concert, got back row tickets. Taylor Swift did not even give him the time of day. But guess what? The third time, come on, think, Swifties, think. Your whole relationship is a damn sham. I can't wait for them to get married and divorce, and that breakup song is going to be great.
Travis Kelce's going to come out and win a freaking Super Bowl.
Yeah, after the divorce.
Well, that leads us into.
They're only going to be married for like 2-3 years. Assuming he ever pops the question.
He's already popped the question.
Oh, yeah, well, true. Well, when's the date?
I don't know. I don't keep up with Travis Kelsey. Let me call him on the phone right quick.
Well, you could call the bull. He probably knows.
You got Bull on the brain tonight for some reason.
Well, I've been kind of thinking about him lately.
Mm.
Wondering how he's doing. I mean, him and I do go way back. I'm wondering if he's over there, getting off to Bo Nix enough that where he can finally maybe come back and put shit aside. And either way,
Well, on that note,
I do have somebody that I am going to be bringing on here pretty soon to talk to you about a lot of college stuff because I'm not great on college, and he's going to. So I do want to bring that up to your attention. But either way, what is going on with college basketball?
nothing really. The new AP Top 25 poll has been revealed, and the top two seeds were only separated by points.
Yep, one game.
Arizona and the Michigan Wolverines.
Yep. A certain branch of Michigan I did not see doing too well this year, but yeah, apparently they are. And you know what? They're playing a lot of good games. I caught a little bit of the Duke game the other night, and you know what? They look pretty damn good too.
Well, Carolina lost SMU
Yeah.
over the weekend. Duke was in a nail biter against FSU, but pulled it out.
Yeah, I mean, and they looked really good in that game.
Like I said, just conference happening now. We won't really know nothing until end of this month, beginning of February. But segue in there for the last topic of the night is we're only about 90 days away from opening day in baseball. Spring training starts next year. It's been a pretty quiet off season. Alex Bergman's going to stay put in Boston, which everybody kind of figured that. Since Don Mattingly's contract's up with the Toronto Blue Jays, he has been named to the Phillies bench coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
The Yankees and Dodgers are both eyeing Milwaukee Brewer ace Freddie Peralta, who, if you kept up with baseball last season, had the Brewers on that historic run to the postseason. And the Yankees are also eyeing Marlins right-hander Edward Cabrera. So, going to be pretty interesting to see who's going to shell out the money. I don't see, but the Dodgers have more than anybody else. But I don't know why they want to get another ace when you got Yamamoto, Ohtani.
Yeah. Yeah, that does bring a good question. I mean, do they even have the money to spend on it? Or does that... Oh, wait. Baseball doesn't have a salary cap, does it?
Not yet, but if they get this...
Yeah, if this happens, they definitely will.
They're going to have to.
Yeah, definitely. Because I don't think, the Detroit Tigers have that kind of money to spend. I don't think, hell, even the Yankees have that kind of money to spend right now.
The Yankees have that kind of money. They just don't want to spend it because they got all their faith in Garrett Cole.
Oh, true. But, all the competitors for the playoffs, half of them don't have that kind of money.
Well, here's the next thing. Paul Skeens has expressed interest in being a Yankee. So, Brian Cashman, let's make it happen, dude.
And kind of cut off a little bit of a moment, but I am wearing the jersey tonight. And guess who is still at the top of the Eastern Conference Finals in the basketball world? Yep, you see it here. Motown, Motor City, Detroit, followed by the Boston Celtics. And the Boston Celtics are 3.5 games back behind Detroit.
And Jason Tatum's coming back.
Jason Tatum is coming back. So what does that mean for the conference? Well,
That
Detroit's still
means
sitting
that
pretty.
that means
We
that
are getting into January. The All-Star break is about to happen soon in February. Um, Jason Tatum comes back. We need to start making maybe some adjustments, or Jason Tatum comes back and maybe he flops. Maybe that Achilles injury, hurt him. Maybe he's not like Kobe after all. Who knows?
well, we know somebody who's not like Kobe, and that's LeBron.
No, LeBron only wishes he can be Kobe. Well, LeBron's Lakers is number 5th in the Western Conference as it stands right now.
Yeah, and what about the
Yeah,
Hornets tonight beating the freaking Oklahoma City Thunder like they owned them?
that was surprising. But I want to get back to the Lakers real quick. Can anybody tell me why? And go ahead, open comments, whatever. Why are the Lakers doing worse now that LeBron's back in the starting lineup than when LeBron was hurt? Can anybody tell me? I'm sorry, if that's your GOAT, how is he making your team worse?
I think it's the dynamic. We saw it when
Oh, I'm sorry,
Zion
LeBron, your daddy,
Williamson.
go home.
We saw it at Duke when Zion blew his shoe out in the Carolina game. He didn't play for so
That was
long,
funny.
and then
That was
and
funny.
then when he came back, it kind of messed up
Like
the
he
whole
lost so much money
chemistry.
off that shit.
The chemistry and the dynamic of the team that was playing had to do it without him. It kind of just threw the rhythm. So they've played without LeBron for so long, they're starting to think that they
They
don't
don't need
need him.
him.
And then you insert him back just to make him relevant, and
I
you're
mean,
messing up your whole team.
remember what D Wade said. And I'm quoting the great Dwayne Wade, the number 3 for the Miami Heat. He said, I didn't need LeBron to bring me a championship. I already had won one. Okay. And when you even have the big man, most dominant center in the league, Shaq, even admit that he only went to Cleveland to try to win a ring with LeBron. Come on. Because Shaq wanted to catch up to who?
Jordan,
No. One guy that's got 5.
Kobe.
Yep. Shaq wanted to catch up to Kobe because guess what?
Kobe got him his first.
Uh-huh. And his second. And his third. And guess what? Kobe went on to win 2 more without him. Well, Shaq only went to win 1 more. And during that time period, you look at that Kobe team, and who did he play with? Paul Gasol was the best second option.
Freaking Ron Artest.
Or Meta World Peace. Fuck that guy. Mouse at the Palace. Fucking dick.
Lamar Odom.
Oh, yeah, he was on that team, too, wasn't he? He didn't do much. But, yeah, I mean, he won with that. And you want to compare LeBron's wins to Kobe's wins? When, oh, yeah, he was on a shitty Cleveland team. Oh, so you're calling Kyrie Irving shitty. All right. I'll remember that. I mean, when Kobe was on that fucking Lakers team, he was the number 1 option and the number 2 option. There was no number 3 option. It was Kobe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The man that scored 81 points went out with 60. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Well,
But my main thing is that LeBron does not make a team better.
it makes them worse.
He makes them toxic. Because you want Coach LeBron to trade away all your damn players? Sure.
Well, he's kind of like freaking Draymond Green.
Well, except for less physical altercations, but yes. And that's another thing. Draymond Green. Why are you yelling at your coach?
Because he's an idiot and he's got away with it for so long.
Well, I got 4 rings. That's not because of you, dude.
That was Klay Thompson and Steph Curry.
Exactly. It's not Draymond Green, you dirty ass motherfucker. Kicking
They
the
came
groin
out of
motherfucker.
Michigan State.
No, well, when we're comparing Michigan State players, I much prefer Magic Johnson over that motherfucker.
Ugh.
I'd rather
Well-
take 7-point guard over a 6'8" center. Anyway,
Well, that brings us to the end of the topics.
yep.
We will be back Friday night to whatever we can dig up in the sports world. Probably
Oh,
cover
yeah.
the
We got some sports going on before Friday, my man. We got stuff to cover. No NFL, but no college.
we can cover the Ole Miss Miami game. We can give rebuttal
Oh, yeah,
to that,
that's
and then
true.
we can do the Oregon Indiana and preview the national championship game.
Yeah, we could definitely do all that as long as our viewers are willing to ride along with us. And we have not said this in a while, but if you like our content, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. Gator gave you a great premise to comment on earlier. Why not comment on that question? But either way, I am Hawk,
Look, I'm Gator.
and I think we are off for the night. I hope you guys have a great evening, great tomorrow, great morning, great afternoon. Signing out.
So long, everybody.